When did your entitled family realize they couldn't walk all over you anymore? I just opened my first dental clinic after years of saving, and the first thing I hear, now you can fix everyone's teeth for free, Mom announced. She pulled out a list on her phone. Uncle Simon needed a root canal. Aunt Margie wanted 6 crowns. Grandma needed a bridge. My cousin demanded braces for all 3 kids. And my sister wanted the most expensive veneers money could buy. All of it for free. Mom, I still have loans to pay. I can't do it for free. The equipment alone costs me. I told everyone at church how successful my daughter is. How I raised you right. How you'd never forget where you came from, she sighed, shaking her head disappointingly. And now you're saying you're too good to help us? Mom, I begged. You know that's not what I'm saying. Because if that was the case, I could just tell everyone at church how my daughter turned her back to her family. Imagine trying to get patients in this town after hearing that. She smiled, patting my cheek. Your choice, sweetheart, she said coldly. I sighed and scheduled them all for the complex procedures they wanted. Mom thought she'd won. She had no idea what she'd just set in motion. My family started treating my clinic like their personal kingdom. They brought in friends, offering family discounts to procedures they wouldn't even pay for. They forced the receptionist to squeeze their schedule in, making my paying patients wait for hours for a simple cleaning. My Uncle Simon treated my hygienist like a servant, grabbing her hands while she worked. When she complained, he laughed. What's she gonna do? I'm family. Aunt Margie brought her 5 kids with her to the appointment, forcing the receptionist to watch over them as they jumped around the chairs and threw books at other patients. And they only got bolder, demanding rushed projects, canceling and rescheduling constantly, taking supplies home. My grandmother took home 5 vials of anesthesia, handing them out at the senior center like they were candy. Then the state board called. They'd received multiple complaints about unsafe practices and preferential treatment and suspended my license for a year. I had to close immediately. But what about us? My mom asked, explaining how everyone was still in mid-treatment. I told you I couldn't work for free. Now I can't work at all, I cried, breaking down in front of her. Mom laughed. Don't get so emotional. We'll just wait for you to open your clinic up again. But it wasn't that simple. Everyone thought they were fine, but soon the unfinished treatment started failing. Uncle Simon's face ballooned when his unsealed root canal formed an abscess, spreading the infection to his jaw and sinus. He owed the hospital $23,000 for the emergency surgery. Aunt Margie's temporary crowns fell out at work. The exposed nerves were hit with cold air and sent a shockwave of pain, knocking her unconscious from the pain. My cousin's half-installed braces started migrating her teeth in different directions. One tooth turned completely sideways. Another pushed forward like a fang. Grandma's filed-down nubs started dying. Every breath felt like ice picks stabbing into her jaw. She couldn't eat, sleep, or even close her mouth. The seniors from the center who'd used Grandma's stolen anesthesia started showing up at the ER with heart palpitations and seizures. Grandma got arrested for distributing them. Brother-in-law's half-extracted wisdom tooth got infected so badly, they had to keep him 2 weeks in ICU to prevent the spread into his heart. Mom's phone wouldn't stop ringing. Everyone was in agony. Everyone was broke, and everyone blamed her. My family visited me at my apartment. 23 people crammed into my living room, most holding their swollen faces, some on IV antibiotics. You have to help us, Mom begged. I shook my head. How? My license got suspended, remember? Because of the things you guys did, I said. We'll pay for a new clinic. We'll pay triple rates, my uncle offered. I legally cannot practice dentistry for a year, but we're family, Uncle Simon mumbled through the swelling. And it's because of family that I lost my clinic and I'm drowning in debt trying to look for a new job. So you know what? F this family. You guys got exactly what you asked for, but at least you got it for free, right?